Okay. Just share the entire screen here. And there we are. So welcome everyone. I'm Fatimah Mustafaa, the founder of Turning Point Life Solutions. That's me there. I'm a student at Georgia State University, and I'm actually majoring in business entrepreneurship. I joined the Women in Technology Club at Georgia State University because technology is so important, and I do need the component definitely for my business. Okay, so the app that I've come up with is called the SR Companion, Survive, Revive Companion. And the purpose of this app is to help Black women and balance their emotions. But the thing about the app, it's going to be available to them for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they'll always have it with them. It's going to have tasks to guide them in imagery and breathing, which includes CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy to get them focused. And I chose my screen layouts from emotions. They're main basic emotions from that I use from or learned from interviewing clinicians, survivors of trauma, and from observing support groups. Okay, so I found the problem in doing my research was the inaccessibility of resources for Black women when they were experiencing trauma. They have less resources, wait times for provider. And so the solution that I've come up with for that was to create an application that was accessible, but also sustainable to focus on mental health and assist them through their daily activities or when they're having severe triggers in trauma. My target audience to start off with were women ages 35 to 50. The reason why is because the women from these ages were more willing to be open about what their diagnosis was and a lot of intricate details about what they needed in an application or what they wanted to use. And they were definitely willing to use technology to help them through their mental balances. So I did a little bit more research on numbers and why this app was so important, because dealing with disease, depression. Depression is a big factor for disease that causes sickness, illness, and if you can tone down depression and get rid of the stressors, you can lead a healthier and happier life. I've also pulled these numbers from the National Act on Mental Illness and have talked to a couple of people there and have become a member to have access to their data. Also from doing more research from the American Psychological Association, vicarious stress and communal stress that you'll experience maybe from a neighbor or other members of the community and how that affects Black women as well. But the ultimate need and why I'm targeting Black women first and foremost is because more than half, 64% of Black children are living with a single parent, single mothers. And I got those numbers from Pew Research. So those numbers to me more meant that there's less time for self-care, less time to take care of yourself, and more research showed that there were lower incomes. And all of that leads back to the communal stresses and then the diseases as well, which is why it's important for them to have a digital companion and something to give them relief when they're going through stress at any time of the day. So these are my competitors that I had researched that are also in the same direction and already going in the direction with what I'm working on, but there's a difference. Same thing, Turning Point Life Solutions app, it's a new approach for instant care. They have the safety plan, it's gonna identify triggers, and it's gonna focus on the CBT as well, but it's gonna be tailored to the Black woman's experience. And that's the different factor, which is very important because Black women are underserved in the mental health department there. So these are just some of the screens. And what I'm going to do is just briefly demo the app. So The type of coding that was used for this was in the Thunkable application, where they use block-based coding. The difficulties that I had with it was embedding videos and links, and Thunkable doesn't have an undo button. So what you have to do is once you put something, you have to be very careful, because if you make a mistake and delete it, you would have to start the project all over again. So I also did get to learn a little bit of Kotlin, which I added here in this screenshot down here. And so that is actually ongoing. It's just very different how their differences. And I learned about like the similarities with a little bit about coding. It's actually pretty exciting. So overall, what I did learn, it was a great week. I learned basic coding, how to put together application screens, and how detailed and intricate it can be with coding, and how you have to just follow intricate steps to even get an app to just look beautiful. It's almost like writing a paper, where you eventually, once you learn the coding language or the grammar of coding, you'll be very good at it. So that leads to my goals. I already have some customers that are ready. Once this app is launched, the goal is to get 10 more. I have 10, and the goal is to get 10 more customers in 30 days, to launch in 30 to 60 days the application, and improve the features. Talk to them, see what they like best, and then change and make the app to the way all the users like it. In about 90 days, I plan on working on phase 2 of the Survive Revive companion, and getting to my Wizard of Oz AI, the artificial intelligence MVP, in hopefully 120 days. Right now, it's just showing the concierge MVP, the very basic that I could show you today. And so also another goal in 6 months, additional coding that I would need to learn as far as artificial intelligence would be Python. And I have that down as a 6-month goal. So